Recently, someone commented on one of my posts that using the phrase cultural Marxism is an emotive argument. Oh boy, that made me laugh. You know, the current love is love hashtag being used by the Yes campaign for same-sex marriage, well, that's an example of an emotive argument. Actually, it's not an argument at all. It's simply a hashtag. It's not measurable, and there are no limits or qualifications placed on it. Love is not an automatic qualification for marriage. I love my children, but I can't, nor would I, want to marry them. You know, in this case, love is not love. I love my parents, I love my brother, and my in-laws, I love my friends. But that love is not the same love that I have with my husband. I discriminate when it comes to love in my life, and so do you. Love is a baseless and shallow hashtag that's void of any meaningful reason. But you can bet your life on it that if the Yes campaign wins, there'll be many other people who will advocate legitimacy for their relationships, because after all, love is love. Cultural Marxism, on the other hand, is not an emotive argument, as one ill-informed Facebook user stated. Cultural Marxism is a well-documented ideology that has successfully disrupted Western society for decades. Socialism, Marxism, Communism, they're all political ideologies that have shaped leftist thinking over the past century and are often referred to as social or cultural Marxism. Now, after the Berlin Wall came down, too many people became complacent and believed communism had been defeated. But it hasn't. Our education system, unions, the highest levels of government and bureaucracy have all been infiltrated and influenced by this ideology. George Orwell's 1984 captured the essence of it perfectly. Read it. Leftists are often ignorant or idealistic and even clueless about the real agenda they are serving, and they are the classic useful idiots who promote propaganda without thinking through the issues. Karl Marx is quoted as saying, "My object in life is to dethrone God and destroy capitalism." He and subsequent followers believe that the nuclear family performs ideological functions for capitalism. So the goal of the left, the socialist, communist, Marxist, whatever label you want to give them, is to deconstruct or weaken the family unit. The goal is for the state, that is, big government, to have more and more control. But they can't achieve this when the family is strong and independent. Cultural Marxism is about dismantling the family as an institution. The first goal was to promote promiscuity and easy divorce. Well, that's been achieved, hasn't it? Did you know another cultural Marxist goal was to present homosexuality, degeneracy and promiscuity as normal, natural and healthy? Obscenity and the breaking of moral codes was another goal that has met with great success. Think about how recently the ABC was promoting oral sex instruction for teenagers and the amount of uncensored material we see on TV and the internet. There's also been a big push to discredit Christianity and eliminate prayer, along with the Judeo-Christian foundations of the West. Now, not everyone who's participated in who has participated in these things are cultural Marxists, but they've gone along with the agenda because it suits them, their own desires. Those same individuals don't realise what a negative impact it has on a cohesive, free and democratic society. Social engineering through safe schools and gender confusion is clear evidence that the desire of the left is to raise children away from the negative influence of parents, especially conservative-minded parents. Same-sex marriage is a part of this same agenda. If marriage is diminished to be between two people instead of a male and a female, schools will be forced to teach all the queer theories as facts. There's a battle going on whether you can see it or not. You can be swept up by feel-good emotions and vague notions such as love is love, or concepts disguised as equality, diversity or inclusion, or you can step back, take a look at the facts and historical record and do something about it. Start doing some reading and get informed about communism, socialism and Marxism. It's all out there to find. Conservatism is about conserving what is good, fair, just and right. It's about conserving the freedoms and ideas that have ensured stable and prosperous growth in nations throughout history. Conservatism is not the dirty word the leftists want you to believe it is. Conservatism is the only way to ensure true diversity, freedom, and prosperity.